1. Go over the Radiant team here. We have Absolute Legend Snoopy playing the Darkseer. We also have Bleak on the Earthshaker. Godot playing Vengeful Spirit. And we're going to have Black Chiton on the Lone Druid. And finally, the last player is going to be High, the stand-in playing the Queen of Pain.
Yeah. And in Virtus.Pro, we have Leshrak being played by NS. And I really like NS, he's a good player. Dread is gonna play the Venomancer, and we're gonna see Asen playing the Slardar, Kuroki playing Invoker, and it seems he's gonna be mid with Invoker. Some teams like him, laning him on the side, but he's gonna be mid. Santa is gonna deny the bottom lane with his Enigma, and that's gonna be a Venomancer Leshrak lane? Kinda awkward, but no, I'm not too sure what they're doing. No, this is of course a solo Enigma.
30 seconds to battle.
So they're gonna tri-lane with Slardar top, I believe. And the enemy team is already as well with their tri-lane or something. Nah, that's not right.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of weird stuff going on for sure. So bot lane is Lone Druid. They could actually just do maybe some roaming from Vengeful Spirit or Earthshaker, who knows? But they're putting Observer Wards down at least.
Earthshaker will want to go down in the wood and do some pulls because he needs experience and needs those mana boots up before he can be that effective. The Vengeful, she might definitely roam some, produce some kills for Queen of Pain mid. Against Invoker, that's definitely possible. So, and some good dewarding, I believe, gonna come out because they're pinging like crazy.
Yeah, they do have the sentries on Leshrak. We'll see if they catch the spawn. The bear is actually in position, but comes the sentry, and we'll see if he ends up catching. He might put a little bit left here. NS
is gonna pull the other creep wave into the dire creep wave. See if he can do it in time. He's gonna run down with them into he's gonna match the creep waves. So this way you counter a Syllabear pull. It's pretty effective.
And for the record, Syllabear is all the way on the bot lane, guys. So this is basically Black Chiton just trying to help out the Darkseer as much as possible. But luckily they ended up doing the nice thing. So Iron Shell is gonna go down though, which is gonna do some damage to Azen here as well as give Snoopy a slight amount. But yeah, Venomancer thinking about diving. He's got an illusion rune, so you can absolutely dive tower like this in Dread.
Well, he doesn't have Surge. He doesn't have Surge yet. They want to kill him before he gets it. And they saw him. This is a hard spot for Darkseer. He's gonna go for getting the experience for Surge, and he gets it now.
He does pick it up, so here it comes. Gonna skill it. There's the Sunstrike as well. Sunstrike's gonna miss in the stun. Doesn't even
nice
have a
play
stun.
By,
so.
Nice play by Snoopy. No panic. He just keeps killing the creeps. Gets his level 2. And gets out safely. Most players would die by this. This gang was very well executed, but he was just doing the right thing.
Yeah, and only barely lost any HP on that at all. So eats 1 tango and still about 100 HP short. But and there we go, double sentry for NS here. The first one was a little bit to the left. They were expecting maybe an observer ward over here in the jungle, and it ended up being to the right side. So he had to waste both sentries, but he has counter ward at the spot, so he will be able to pull from here on out.
Yeah, it's so both teams gonna go for some pulls, and already really nice pulls going down for Bleak, the Earthshaker. Gonna get some experience and levels. As well as, I mean, he needs to last hit these and get the gold. That's so important for him. Oh no, he's gonna block the spawn. No, what are you doing? It might have been blocked anyway by the melee creep.
Yeah, not sure. I'm very interested that Kuroki is actually playing Invoker. It seems like it's not always like his kind of playstyle, especially going Exhort Invoker. So I don't know if he's just gonna go for high aggression early, or just spend a lot of time farming in the lane, as we've seen a lot of Invokers play recently, just where they don't actually do a lot of ganking, they just contribute a Sunstrike for long periods of time.
Yeah, Venomancer just denying the Reg Rune top. But it's true, Sunstrike Invoker makes your other lane so much stronger, especially this stun combination lane of top. If they catch Darkseer, he will die. It's pretty much that simple. But I fear for the bottom lane. This is gonna get pushed pretty early, and I mean, imagine if Bleak would get a tower kill this early on Earthshaker. It's just amazing the amount of gold you can get. And Earthshaker is very, very reliant on getting gold for being a supporter. Probably the most reliant hero. So we can see him. He really wants to get this down.
Yeah, they're going to back off for just a second, though. The tower's down to about 238. So the next push comes through. Actually, Bleak is going to look for a fissure, but that was pretty weird.
That was a bit awkward. He kind of wasted a salve there. That's all he did. And a clarity. But tower is not going to go down yet. So Enigma is holding on to it. And their momentum has stopped now. They need to pull to get some big creep wave again. How is mid lane doing? Invoker against Queen of Pain. Levels is pretty even. What about last hits? 15?
He's missing some HP, just picks up Quas just now, so Yeah, like you said, his last hit's 15-2 versus a 11-3 Queen of Pain, which is not bad for Queen of Pain, actually. She has less base damage and less damage due to the Exhort, so might actually see Dread trying to get a kill here. He's going to be coming past, but it's unlikely. She's going to have Blink.
He's gonna go down. Yeah, he's gonna go down to bottom lane, and this Enigma, this Earthshaker is in a bad position. If Enigma comes in, he could even die here. Sunstrike is ready anytime, so...
And there's the illusion, so he's going to right-click the illusions on Dread. Dread's going to back off just fine. And Enigma's still taking a little bit of bear damage here. The Eidolons are actually doing a ton of hits on him, but he can resummon that level 4, so 2 levels of synergy. I saw, who did I see yesterday, or 2 days ago, go for a really weird Silver build?
I can't remember, but I know which game you meant.
He went like
Can't
early...
remember who played it, but
Yeah, he went early Rabid. He just didn't get boots on, I think, his
There was someone who played against us as well who did it. You at least mentioned it when he played against us. Could have been next KC. I'm not too sure. Because we played anti-mage against a hero. Oh, surprise, anti-mage.
Yeah, I think he him.
But yeah, we played against him, and he had pretty good base movement speed and didn't need boots that early because of it. So
yeah, it was definitely very interesting. So Invoker's going to pick up boots on the mid lane, up to 700 gold. So we'll see if he goes for Phase next, or if he opts for Treads, or just regular boots. Kind of depends on the player. The Exhort, Quas, Invoker builds are a little undecided upon, at least on the high level, but the gank's coming for Enigma.
Yeah,
oh, the support TPs. Wow, going to be 2 at the exact same time, actually. NS comes in first, and that's going to defend him.
Tower, can they get the last hit? This is important. They're not gonna try for it. It's gonna be denied.
Ooh, that's tough.
That's really sucks for them. So this TP defense was worth it, no doubt. And they actually only sent one of the supporters through. So
oh, the other one cancelled. Okay.
Yeah, he cancelled because he realized they wouldn't catch. But now they're trying for Enigma again.
And here comes the first stun, looking for the follow. Bleak does get disabled though by a great split Earth out of the Lush track, as Shatan's actually a bit too far, getting blocked like crazy as we see a Malefice. Who did he Malefice? Oh, on the bear? I was like, nobody's getting stunned right now. What is happening? So they're all going to back off though and have to heal up.
He has to send home this, send it bear home, because look at his cooldown, 60, almost 70 seconds. On first blood, I missed it.
Good. Now I don't feel as bad. It's going to be on the Darkseer, so Darkseer gets picked off. Amp damage is probably used. Gale as well, and Darkseer drops, so I don't know what happened, but...
Sunstrike wasn't even used in this gang, so I was looking at Invoker, and that's why I was surprised by this kill.
He doesn't have bashes either, so it wasn't just lucky bash or something. I'm not sure what happened. And Queen of Pain going top.
He only has 1 level surge. Oh, Venomous, you in a bit of a bad spot. Yeah, you might die here. Yeah.
But a slow blocks himself in. Actually, he's gonna eat 1 Gale, and 1 more hit will get the last hit. Yep, High picks that one up. He does have a invisible rune, which is gonna be fine. It takes a little bit of plague damage, but no big deal there. As Godot bringing some observer wards mid. It is 6:45, and neither team actually has any obs up.
Yeah, that's true. And the experience is going pretty highly in the way of the Dire team, partly due to Enigma being so good at shutting down this experience in bottom lane. He has a lot of mana. I don't know how he maintains his mana this high, but...
With just the Sage's Mask?
Well, he was in base pretty recently.
Wow, great fissure, catching 3 heroes. Santa's going to be able to get out, but definitely helped us Shaitan a lot, as NS is now taking a little bit of right-click damage from the bear, and he's going to go down to about 200 HP. Just now picks up boots, and the bear is going to be pulled back, so doing some great harass there, as Black Shaitan is up to 500 HP, or 500 gold. It's actually phase boots up on Spirit Bear, no wonder he's hitting so hard.
Yeah, they should just ignore this bottom lane, I believe, because standing against this Spirit Bear right now is very hard. With the Entangle, there's just a very high chance to die, but they're doing a smoke gang. This could be a good choice as well. Try to get an advantage on it. Earthshaker.
He's going to get spotted, looking for some jukes. He doesn't actually have a fissure quite yet, looking for the stun. First stun lands Sunstrike on top of the bear. Did that even trigger? I don't even know if it did.
Yeah, it did. It did, but so low damage.
Yeah, when you have 2300 HP, it doesn't really matter a whole lot. But they pick off the kill, so Earthshaker goes down, wasn't able to get the fissure off in time. And now going to TP immediately back to the bot lane, level 3 currently. Going to try to slow down this push. They have a lot of Eidolons up, but they will despawn shortly. And Black Shaitan's going to even go into bear form to try to keep his HP up.
Yeah. One of the viewers actually said he doesn't even watch the stream, he just likes to have casters while he plays Minecraft. That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So how is it looking right now in the last hits? Queen of Pain has caught up a bit on the Invoker, and she did some good roaming there, getting a kill on Venomancer. If she gets some more kills, she could definitely pick up the momentum that you need. And Haste Rune in the bottle definitely can help out with that. And look at the top lane. Slaughter is very low HP. He needs to be careful. Queen of Pain can come in so quickly.
Yeah, the Darkseer's level 6, so they could definitely gank pretty effectively here. Just a little bit of Surge and Vacuum. A little bit of extra damage, but
lane.
he is healing up, though. Nice. So Santa's going to have to back off here. He's actually still pursuing this. Going to be looking for trying to get an Entangle, but and they're going to go aggressive. Shatana in a bad spot now. He's going to have the Eidolons up, but he does kill the Enigma at least before he goes down. Follow-up stun on Dread, and if those Eidolons can be kept away from Shatan, his armor levels is not going to be enough. Great deny from Godot. Did he have poison? Was that Gale or something?
Yeah, he was Gale.
Okay.
Yeah. Gale as well as the minions from Enigma is a strong combination. It deals so much damage. They're trying for a kill on top lane. See if they can catch him. Sprint, stun. It's gonna be hard for Leshrac. Oh, he hits it. Beautiful.
Wow, great damage. Yeah, I like how NS opts for the max out split earth first, or at least he grabs the third skill first, increases the radius by a decent portion. And I mean, if you miss your stun, he's gone, right? It doesn't matter if your edict is level 3. So as long as he has the big radius, gives him a much better chance of getting kills, and he made the kill. So more EXP and gold for him.
Some people even keep it on level 1. I'm like, how do you do that? The AoE is so small, you can never hit more than one hero, and even if you try to hit only one hero, then it could be hard to do just that.
Yeah.
And new rune for the Queen of Pain. Hasted and with an Invis rune now in the bottle.
Wow.
So rune control definitely in the favor of the Radiant team.
Well, the Dire team does spot it though.
Yeah. Oh, they realized that he saw it. Or perhaps not.
He's kind of weaving in and out. Level 8 currently in Azen is going to back off with a Treads Vanguard. Very, very tanky. That's going to be hard to kill. Even with a lot of burst, nuke magic damage like Queen of Pain currently contains, it's going to be tough and a lot of work to get that kill. As Virtus.Pro is now doing a little bit of jungling, a little bit of farming on the Mega. And we're going to see a stun as well as a Fissure on Santa taking the burst. And nukes his Black Shaitan. Oh man, his bear gets completely trapped off by the Fissure though. And Santa barely survives there with the healing salve.
Yeah, just barely, but that's really interesting. They keep this pressure with the Syllabear and 2 more heroes. In this case, Earthshaker as well as Vengeful, which are pretty good heroes to keep him alive. And if you leave him unattended, the tower is gonna be threatened by this level 7 now Spirit Bear.
See if you can pick off some of those Eidolons. It's very important to actually pick them off now before they do.
Another smoke, and it gets revealed by Invis rune, so they know that an Invis Queen of Pain is here.
Oh, and there's a couple pings she's thinking about initiating, and they're about to start off. Where are they going to go on it? It's going to be NS, actually. Doesn't have a whole lot of HP. There's the Dagger Slow. Might blink forward, but Kuroki is in position. He's got a Cold Snap, puts it on the Bear, but Bear not taking a lot of damage. There's the Iron Shell as well, and Spirit Bear, great choice so far, and NS so low in HP. We'll see another blink up in about 3 seconds, as NS is going to try to survive, as we're looking for an ulti. Maybe there's one hit. There's the stun on top of Queen of Pain. Good stun from NS, and they're just going to clear the creep wave. Azen actually initiates on all 5, as we see a Gale on 2. Spirit Bear as well as the Darkseer, and the Black Hole comes through, catches 3 heroes. Snoopy taking a ton of damage as well as the Sunstrike. Earthshaker goes down. Ulti being used by Queen of Pain, but Enigma drops next. So we're currently at 2 for 2. As now Black Shaitan taking a Cold Snap, and there will be an Entangle on Kuroki, but the attack damage is too high, and he ends up getting a triple kill.
Yeah, they were overconfident, and we've seen it so many times before, but that's an awesome Black Hole coming in after the initiation by the Azen. He's going for the Vengeful. He's so angry at her. He doesn't have a crush right now. If he switched his threats, he could have done it. But he's gonna get trapped a little bit. But the Fissure actually working against them, I think.
Barely space from the squeeze through here. I don't think they're going for this. He still has 500 HP. Yeah, they just killed Eidolons, picking up a lot of gold there on the mid lane, up to 1400. And yeah, their aggressiveness not really paying off too hard. They're currently 4 to 7, and the gold graph is actually in the Dire team's favor, despite them not having any towers.
It's dangerous that they gave a triple kill to this Invoker now. So Kuroki is looking at a good start with 3-0, and he has his Force Staff now, which is going to be great against this Radiant lineup, forcing over the Fissure and away from the Vacuum, many things like that. And now they're just going to stabilize the lanes a bit more. And mid tower is being pressured a little bit, but Invoker is going to clear that up, realizing Queen of Pain has no mana. There's no way she can keep this pressure up.
And this is the really dangerous point for anybody facing off against an Invoker. If he finds any support here solo in a jungle somewhere, they simply die. Because Cold Snap plus Forge Spirits plus the Forge Staff basically puts him close enough to the enemies plus the Cold Snap and a couple right clicks, and you do so much physical damage, it's so easy to get kills. So from this point out, that's exactly what Invoker needed. A lot of EXP and enough gold to get that Forge Staff up, and now he's going to be completely self-reliant on getting kills.
Yeah, look at them farming this ancient stack. They're doing the best out of this bottom lane. They realize they can't really go out on this lane because it's super dangerous. So they just have wards up and stacking and killing the big camp. And these venomous wards are actually outside the spawn range. So it's gonna respawn, I believe. Yeah, and they're gonna pull it again and keep doing this. So they get really nice. Oh, mid lane.
Ooh, looks like Kuroki's in a lot of trouble. There's the Fissure. He doesn't have a Wex, so pretty low chance of him surviving this. Tries to get a kill on Godot, but good vacuum to stop his attack. So Kuroki does get picked off on the mid lane. But either way, their supports are getting a lot of EXP down here on the bot lane. That's pretty cool. Or in the bot jungle.
Jason is looking for the Vengeful now, but she gets surged, so she is going to be quicker than him. If it wasn't for that surge, this would be a good attempt at killing her. He has an Invis rune.
They did spot it though. A couple pings coming through, and Snoopy is going to do a little bit of Iron Shell damage actually. Azumir, oh, there's the dust on top. He is going to stun, pops the surge as well. Looking for the fissure from Bleak, and it's a perfect stun. Makes him change targets just a little bit, and he's now running towards the mid lane looking for a vacuum. Vacuum is used, pulls him back within tower range. He's got about half of his haste left over as the blink forward. There's the next Scream of Pain, and he's down to about 180 HP. But he is going to make it out there. The power of Vanguard.
With that. Power Treads and Vanguard, but the mid tower is the one that's gonna take the fall for this one. There's no one there to defend it, and Queen of Pain without any HP can take the tower, but it's gonna be a tower trade, of course. You're never gonna give away something without taking something else.
And
Great last hit.
does take it, so picks it up.
Yeah, it was glyphed at 12 HP, and
nice.
2 creeps hitting it, but he still got lasted, so...
Yeah. On the bright side, you can actually check the icon now to see exactly how long it's going to take. You could not do that in Dota 1, so it's a little bit easier to plan it, but either way, still a nice play.
Yeah. It's, I believe most players still got the feeling down pretty exactly how long it is, but that's a good hint if anyone tries to time it. I didn't know about it actually.
Oh yeah, check it out next time that you see the glyph. Just like highlight over the tower and look at the glyph, and you can time it perfectly. Slardar gets a kill on Darkseer actually. That was with a Sunstrike.
Yeah, good Sunstrike on the Surge Darkseer. So Kuroki doing pretty good with this Sunstrike so far. And he's looking to pressure mid now with his... he's being careful about it, but he's pressuring mid with his Forge Spirits. And for this time the Dire team actually gets the rune.
First one of the game, pretty much.
It's gonna be a regeneration, which he absolutely did not need. He would take any other rune rather than that.
He got a free invoke at least, but
yeah.
Oh well.
When you have 910 mana, it's kind of... you don't really notice it.
Yeah, I love Bleak's positioning, by the way. He's been doing a great job. Just yeah, the Earthshaker, just hiding next to trees and stuff. No, they're not going to have vision of him, of course. We check their vision. They have no idea Earthshaker's here, but Shaitan is the one that they're going to want to gank because they do have to worry about getting out carried eventually. So I like the fact that he's here.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Earthshaker. Many good Earthshaker players realize this, that you don't have to kill that many creeps after you get your mana boots. You just need to not die. That is the key to playing a successful Earthshaker that gets your Blink Dagger up in time. He sadly died 2 times in this game, but he has been good on his positions, so it's just been very nicely executed by the Dire team. And we see a smoke. I believe it was spotted by the Observer Ward, if they had vision of it. If they looked at it, of course, else you won't see it. Perhaps they didn't, and
Godot is running. He could maybe swap on the Spirit Bearer. I don't know if you can swap Spirit Bearer or not, but trying to get...
You need Aghanims. And TP by NS, wow, nice TP. He just barely escapes TPing in the fog. So all this time was wasted by the Radiant team. That was 5 heroes chasing. Meanwhile, Slardar in Finland, on top lane, farming.
Yep, continuing to get his last hits. Going to pick off a Catapult as well. He's got a Wand as well. Oh, dang.
That's going to be awesome.
It's 17 minutes, yeah, with a Vanguard and a Treads up. That's very, very strong.
Yeah. That's really early for any starter. And again, these stacks in the jungle or on the ancients. Look at Venomancer and Enigma. They're running this little duo, and here comes Slardar as well. It's like, hey, I want my Blink Dagger.
He actually missed that one last hit, but and the most important part about Slardar getting a Blink Dagger up this fast is that his stun is 2.5 seconds. Look at the AoE, it's actually very large, so if you can position that on the enemy team, stun them for 2.5 seconds, even if it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, it makes a big difference. So having him up with that Blink Dagger, with his treads and his Vanguard,
They
makes a
would
big
probably
difference.
kill the bear. Oh no, okay. Anytime you get a free chance at killing the bear, and especially when you have Slardar with level 2 ultimate, you should take it, because that forces cooldown on Spirit Bear, and it is a big deal for Scylla Bear to not have his companion. I mean, at this point in the game, as well as later on when he has Radiance. But there's Roshan, so quick.
Yeah, imp damage is amazing for picking that up. We're going to see a Cold Snap actually go down on the Spirit Bear. It's going to go down to about 500 HP, but yeah, it's going to get resummoned there as it eats one Malefice.
Yeah.
But Virtus.Pro is happy with this. They're continuing their farm up. If we look at the gold graph, they're actually at a 2.5, 3k advantage, which is not bad. They've been spending some good time jungling.
It's even more decisive.
Wow.
It's almost 5k. That's a very big lead. Experience is almost as relevant as gold, perhaps sometimes even more relevant. If you have just level 11 on everyone and the enemy team has one level 11, for example, which is almost the case here where they have two level 13 and 12 against Queen of Pain, who is level 11. That's gonna make your team fight so much stronger, and that could escalate. And that's what you want to look for in any game of Dota, to improve your situation.
Yep. Black Shaitan currently up to 2,500 gold, so Relic is on the way, but still a little delayed here, definitely slightly slower than normal. If their tier 2 push would have been a little bit more effective and maybe taken that tier 1 last hit instead of it getting denied, could be the difference in the game. But so far, Virtus.Pro has done a really good job of slowing down what Absolute Legends wanted to do in the early game, which was totally push the bot lane. So, really effective play from them so far.
Yeah. I like this Slardar pickup against Scylla Bear. It's pretty good to just reduce his armor, because this is the Agi hero with the highest armor, I believe. Like the Agi tank hero. Because, I mean, look at it. He has insanely high HP, and then he's an Agi hero, so he has natural armor gain, which is very high. In the late game, he gets very big base armor, as well as his insane HP. So that armor reduction is just gonna do really well against it.
Yeah, it will make a nice difference for sure.
And what is Darkseer going for? He's not as farmed as I believe.
Just
he
got
was.
a Vanguard, not even a
He's
minute
kinda
ago.
behind. Yeah, he's kind of behind, and that's gonna hurt.
He's died
Slardar
4
hurt.
times. I think that's why.
Yeah. That explains it. And even though we said he did a really good job at the attempted first blood, and a bit of a kill coming in here, there was smoked and going for Shaitan.
He's gonna be in some trouble. We do see a Fissure catching 3 heroes, very
Could be
nicely
bad for
done,
them.
but Echo Slam comes through, picks off a couple Satyrs, Vacuum as well, and the Iron Shell actually clearing very hard as Bleak is gonna run away trying to pick off the Eidolons, but here comes Kuroki, finish up, picks off the Earthshaker, as Darkseer still wants a kill on this Enigma, but looks like High's gonna show up. There's the Black Hole, but a great Iron Shell ends up finishing him off, doesn't let him escape as we see another stun on Kuroki, maybe a swap as well. One stun from Leshrac actually, might be able to pick off Godon. He does get the last hit, but he stays a little bit too long possibly, but Slardar comes in, there's the Vacuum, gonna stun 2 here. Snoopy is gonna go down, another blink on Queen of Pain possibly as he gets bashed once, twice in a row, blinks and Scream of Pain gets the kill, bottling up, and probably will be fine against Azen, but he's going to try to lead off, looking for the juke, and she actually, oh, I love that blink. That was a very, very smart blink by High. He's going to blink to the high ground and TP on out. No chance of Azen to stop that.
The high ground?
Well, I mean, you know, above her, whatever.
Yeah,
Shooting
well,
up.
I'm just making fun of you with his name, but he's definitely
sorry, I
doing
didn't get
good
that.
this stand-in. I don't know who he is, but High is playing pretty good. 0 deaths, so only he and Asen have a perfect game so far.
Mostly perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect until you win a game with 0 deaths, then it's perfect game.
Yes. I've done that a couple
Queen of Pain.
times where I just feed
Yeah.
my death. I feed my life in the fountain because I'm screwing around right at the end, and I'm
Yeah,
always like, why did I do that?
You should stop doing that. People shake your score, man.
Yeah.
But Queen Pain is going for an early Hex. That's gonna help out. And top lane, Shaitan is pretty far out.
Ooh, I love perfect Sunstrike from Kuroki. 400 pure damage and immediately dies, so great ganking going on, shutting down the lone druid, and look at his gold. He's up to 3k here, so one death like that, it makes a big difference. When they can delay his Radiance by this much, it's going to put them in a really bad spot in the next 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, and Invoker is getting fat as well. I mean, you get gold in also experience for helping out with these skills with your Sunstrike. I don't believe... I'm not too sure if you get experience for just...
Assist.
Yeah. You might have to actually steal the kill to do it. Not too sure. But I feel you should get experience for... or at least gold for just doing it. Wow! 2 heroes just running along alongside of each other here and stunning each other like mad.
Yeah, Sunstrike's gonna miss, but he dies anyways. Good fissure, lands on a couple heroes, but they're all gonna back off. And thus far, Absolute Legends being a little picked off. Virtus.Pro thinking about going back in, blink on Slar in 5. So.
And this vision that he gets now from amplified damage is great for this push. They can see where Queen of Pain is, and they feel safe about just pushing down this tower, no problem. It's actually a really comfortable skill to have. The Slaughter ultimate just reveals so much of the enemy's intentions.
And it's very important for Slaughter to do well in the early game as well. I mean, a couple kills make up such a big difference because, as you guys saw, he got that Blink Dagger up, and now he's ganking a couple key heroes at appropriate times and makes a very, very nice impact towards him continuing from this point on. So he's getting closer to his Blink Dagger, or his Black King Bar, actually. I assume he's going to grab it next, but take a little bit of poison damage as Absolute Legends is trying to slow this down as much as possible. Earthshaker's spamming those fissures. I love the Iron Shell and the Spirit Prayer. That is excellent. Going to do so much AoE damage. Another fissure goes down as the Pipe and the Vacuum. Aizen in kind of a bad spot. Bleak actually did have his ulti up, but decided not to go in as Aizen is about to go down. Now a couple more attacks, and it looks like we might see Queen of Pain drop. She blinks out just in time. Barely survives as Venomancer's going to pop his ulti at 2. Great stun for 2. Lightning as well. There's another fissure going down in the black hole. Only actually going to catch Chatan on the high ground as he's now taking some good range damage to the Vacuum, but he drops. That's 2 heroes dead for Absolute Legends, and now they are in a bad spot.
Yeah, that's 2 towers and then losing a team fight as well, and all the enemy heroes are still up. And look at the summon push that they have. They have Forge Spirits on Invoker, just maxing them out. The summons from Enigma as well as the Venomous Wards. And wow, Queen of Pain going in balls deep.
Ooh, that was not worth it at all. Killed some Eidolons, but totally get picked off. Definitely a huge mistake there.
She did stop the push though, and that might have been a conscious trade, even though it's not a fun thing to do. Perhaps you didn't have to do this. You don't want to lose your T3 tower too early in the game against these kind of heroes, though. That's for sure.
And she bought back as well, so...
Yeah, that's why I believe it was a conscious trade. She probably knew she would die. She just stopped the push this way. But that is delaying her items so much. She was pretty close to a Guinsu, and now she's actually further away from it than she was 5 minutes ago. And that really stinks in your economy.
Yeah, spent quite a few hundred points of gold there to pick that up. Don't you think she maybe should have just like sat on the high ground, tried to scream, or maybe popped an ulti even?
Yeah, she should probably have just waited for the creeps to get on the high ground, just scream and blink back. That could have been enough. So definitely a weird move, but then again, she's been playing awesome for being a stand-in, no doubt. And Venomancer is rocking 12 assists with 0 kills. This guy is just pure support, not stealing it. That's really good.
He's got his gem up too.
Yes,
so.
Very interesting skill build for being a support Venomancer. Look at him. Level 1 on Gale.
Especially with Arcane. Once you grab Arcane, you're pretty much not having to worry about mana as much anymore. That's usually why you leave Venomous Gale 1, because the mana cost goes up by a lot. So.
And your right click is not going to be that frequent and not that effective in that way. But whatever works for you, Dread. I mean, this definitely... if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So.
Santa's in some trouble bot lane. We're going to see the Malefice again. Pipe is popped as well to stop a bunch of damage. We see a good fissure from NS to try to keep him alive, but he's going to try to TP out, I think. As soon as there's vision, though, all they need to do is get Bleak within range of having a stun, and he's got one in 3 seconds. Oh, there's the Entangle, and that's going to be it for Santa. Santa gets picked off, so at least Absolute Legends picks up one hero being a little too aggressive on the bot lane, and Bleak going to continue. He does fissure for his Blink Dagger, so now the turtle from Absolute Legends is getting scary.
Yeah. Absolute Legends definitely needed this Blink Dagger on Earthshaker. It is so vital for them that they can blink in and just crush the enemy team when they push. They have a lot of summons, so that's gonna amplify the damage pretty much. Invoker is pushing top now with an early Aghanim Scepter.
Wow.
That's a really quick Aghanims, and he almost has level 16 as well. It's just closing up on levels.
And he's got full mana as well. Huge mana pool. Even sitting on a circlet still, but he's going to do a little bit of damage to this tower backing off now.
Yeah.
Only 1 level Wex, so his skills currently aren't going to be that amazing, or at least the ones involving Wex, but his Exhort is maxed out, so plenty of damage coming out of him as he might try to kill one of these heroes. Maybe the Queen of Pain. We'll see.
That's
Blink Stun goes for Cold Snap as well, Deafening Blast, and that's going to be enough. They actually pick her off. That was really close. That stun barely caught her on the outside, so a little bit of focus fire.
So dangerous at this point with the Slardar. He's like an unstoppable just machine running around, and he can gank anywhere, anytime. And he also has a BKB now. He's so big, and it seems they have a Roshan timer because everyone is moving there. So I didn't take it. I didn't bring a Roshan timer this game, but yeah, perfect timing. So he's gonna be there just in time to amplify and deal the damage. And Roshan is not even gonna be contested. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't
They
think
might
they can
try
fight
for a
this.
kill on Invoker, but he's wisely backing off and staying at a pretty safe location.
So this is going to be Virtus.Pro picking up the Aegis of the Immortal for one of their allies. Probably going to be Slardar, I think. He's going to go really aggressive, most likely. Yep, he's going to pick that one up. We see Darkseer deny a tower.
The advantage of golden XP right now is painfully high.
Wow,
It
that's
just,
pretty huge.
yeah, it just
Oh, EXP is really
got
big.
out
though.
of hand. Yeah, it just got out of hand, the experience graph. Possibly because of all these ancient stacking and team farming in the jungle that Venomancer and Enigma did, along with Leshrac. Leshrac should be mentioned. He was a support Leshrac in the beginning, and he's pretty strong now as well.
Yeah, he
has-
definitely has good HP.
Yeah, he has decent items. I mean, he doesn't have Bloodstone and BKB and all the kind of things that you want on your Leshrac, but he's hard enough to bring down. They need to commit a lot of spells to just kill this Leshrac.
And this is
Not
a
to
turtle.
mention the Venomancer, or this could be dangerous for an Earthshaker Blink.
Ooh,
They
there's
should
the
be
pipe at least, which will give them a lot of HP survivability against his initiation. He's going to go for it, actually jumps on Godon, BKB as well, so Godon in a bad spot as we see the wall as well as the vacuum spawning 2 illusions, but starting things off badly for the Venge, and they're up on the high ground now, so this means it's going to be harder for them to initiate. He's going to go and catches 3, there's that Ghost Slam, oh my gosh, the big ulti from Queen of Pain as well, pick it up too. Bleak is going to pay for this one though, and High as well might end up going down. He pops a 1, looking for a blink back. Aizen almost gets the stun off a little late though as the vacuum picks off the Slardar. He's going to be respawning again, and they might be able to defend this. Great initiation from the Earthshaker, which might turtle things out just barely enough, but looks like Virtus.Pro might continue pushing. Lone Druid is actually just getting back to base, and now he's going to have a Radiance on the Spirit Bearer, so I think that might have been exactly what Absolute Legends needed.
Amazing play by Earthshaker, that initiation. It's so sad for him that he did not get his Fissure out, but there was simply no way that he could do it. Good reactions by the Dire team, saving the situation, but they were caught in a really bad position there by Earthshaker, so he punished them instantly.
Yeah, it was a
Blink
great
Dagger,
cold snap.
man, it's so important. If you get it up, then you can defend situations like these.
Yeah, and they got the Queen of Pain, Scream of Pain ulti on top of that. 3 very, very closely packed heroes. Didn't even need the vacuum. It was excellent.
Yeah, I'm
Very
just
powerful.
watching the stream right now to see. It was a beautiful initiation.
Yeah.
So that said, if you look at the golden experience graph now, though, it kind of says that they have a long way to go. That was a great initiation, but they need like 20 more of those to get back in the full situation of equal teams.
I'm
But,
surprised that the EXP didn't jump up so much, but I guess they're at such a disadvantage now. They probably still traded pretty evenly there, despite holding off the push. But trading even at this point is totally good for them.
Yeah, and they almost have Pipe. It's gonna be much easier for him to turtle with Pipe and Radiance. Earthshaker's Blink and Queen of Pain is closing up to Aghanim, Guinsu now again. So please don't buy back and stuff. And she's gonna be good to go at disabling this starter if he forgets to pop his VK. Else is just gonna use it on Enigma, of course. But if Slardar fails his initiation, not doing BKB instantly, he's gonna get a hexed and possibly killed.
So the rest of Absolute Legends still towards the mid lane as Darkseer's about to finish up his hood. Once again, if you guys are having audio problems, please, or video problems, please press the report button. I don't know if it's a Twitch server.
Yeah, look at them. Kill it.
Oh, they're going bottom.
Oh, shit.
I have damage.
And,
He actually resummoned it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, it has amp damage on it,
And
even though it
debuffs. Yeah, I saw that happen earlier, actually. There was a Malefice that went through the resummon.
Yeah, the attacks also follow it to the mid lane, so it lost 500 HP there. I think they should fix this. It's kind of sad for Syllabear to be revealed because he resummoned his bear.
Yeah, that's true.
They do pick up Enigma on the top lane, so they're just stalemating things out. They don't want the enemy team to get a chance to push tier 3 towers. And that's great to just pick up Enigma. That's one of those really important heroes. If they don't have Enigma, they can't finish the game. If Venomancer was killed, they could still push really hard, for example. So he's not that important, but Enigma definitely the most key hero after Slanner. And Gem is back on Venomancer though, so they have no way of having map control against the Dire team. A Venomancer with Gem is just so annoying. It's worse than playing against multiple Necronomicons.
And Black Shaitan is doing a ton of damage to the tower right now. Bear taking things
Yeah.
up just a little bit, doing that demolish damage. He did pop his ulti, and it looks like Absolute Legends is going to retreat. He might go all in, trying to take down the tower, and he does get the last hit, but now he's going to get caught by the Slaughter. He's going to pay for that one as Queen of Pain actually blinks in, does the Hex on top of Slaughter. Going to try to keep Shaitan alive, but it's not going to matter. He's going to try to TP out and might actually no. Too much damage comes out, he gets picked off, so pays for the last hit. And in the meantime, Vengeful Spirit denying a tower. It's gonna be
They
bottom.
got Invoker on bottom lane as well, so
Oh, nice.
that's again a trade. I mean, they did lose something, but they forced now a buyback as well. This Syllabe is not dead for too long. They can definitely hold this, I believe. We'll see how it goes, but they do have good items to hold this, and we'll see. Syllabe needs to come out though, and they're just drawing a line. We want to go on these racks. They are exposed. There is no tower. And that is true. When the tower is down, it's just so easy for the Dire team to focus down the racks. You
Yeah, it
need,
doesn't
you,
really take
almost
a lot.
have, you almost have to take the fight outside the base. Even as Observer Ward going down on high ground, ensuring vision.
And he can just run in the Forge Spirits as they blink and initiate on Snoopy. Might be able to catch him. Great swap from Godot to try to keep him alive as the Deafening Blast system disabled. The Echo Slam catching two. Looking for the fissure as well. He casted everything he had, and there's the Queen of Pain ulti as well. Santa gets picked off on the Enigma, and Aizen not able to pick off any of these heroes as the Entangle happens at the worst possible time. And Absolute Legends looks like they're absolutely going to defend this. Queen of Pain going a little too aggressive. Ends up dying as Bleak looking for another Echo. Oh, the stun lands on Kuroki so low, but the ice wall. Oh, the poison damage gets the kill.
Awesome play there. Awesome play by Absolute Legends to even hold the racks. This is really hard to describe how hard it is to hold racks in a fight like this. Because the enemy team could just focus racks and it would probably die. So it was great disables by Earthshaker as well as Darkseer pulling them into it, the wall. They're gonna go for a counter push as soon as they can. Looking to push mid a bit and possibly just get the tier 2 tower to get some more gold advantage coming out from this good fight.
And Venge as well to give the swap on the Darkseer to keep him alive for just a couple extra more seconds. That wastes that BKB from Starter. It wastes his initiation. They kept all of them alive, and they were able to do those team fight ultis to pick off the enemy heroes as they tried to adjust to Slaughter's long dive.
Do have Black Hole. They could try to defend this. I just realized he has Blink Dagger and he has Pipe. He might want to go.
It's a swap. They're getting pretty grouped up here. He's going to be thinking about a Venomancer. Does get picked off. Gem of True Sight going to be picked up by Godot immediately. So the tier 2 tower drops. Now Absolute Legends is looking pretty good at 19 to 23. The XP, wow, look at the EXP graph.
It's evening out. Yeah.
That's
It's definitely
huge.
it's just going their way now. They're killing high level heroes. That's why it evens out this easily. Because the enemy team is high level. When you kill them, you get a lot of experience. The only thing that could have gone better for the Radiant team in that fight was Queen of Pain did not manage to hex Slardar before his BKB, and there was a time window to do it, but still they made an awesome fight. That was like, on a scale of 1 to 10, that was a 9 at least. If they team wiped everyone, that would be a 10, but that was awesome for them.
Yeah, they played really well for sure. He's gonna see a point booster picked up from Earthshaker, so he's gonna go towards his Aghanim Scepter. He also has a Ghost Scepter, so he is
He's hard to
a
kill
rich Earthshaker. Very, very
Yeah, but
rich.
in this kind of game, of course you're gonna get rich. The enemy team is pushing all the time, and guess who gets all the kills when the enemy team stacks up 5 and pushes? You get all the summons, all the heroes. You get a lot of gold.
Yeah, that's a good point. Lone
So-
Druid grabs a plate mail next, and he's going to put that on his Spirit Bear, so going pretty much just naked on himself.
Well,
but
they are pretty brutal to his bear. They're trying to kill it all the time. So, and he does have a 100-second cooldown on it now, so he needs to keep it alive. If the bear dies now, that reduces their fight power a lot, and he has to play passive, and you never want that.
And
Roshan should be up pretty soon, and some pings are going down. I believe it's like 1.5 or even 2 minutes till it's up.
we actually have NS being aggressive on the bot lane, pushing this out a little bit. There's going to be a couple pings from the Radiant team that might actually go for this. I mean, Earthshaker has really good reach, as well as even actually a lot of the Absolute Legends heroes have really good reach at the moment. Lots of blinks and things like that. So might see them jump on. Kuroki's down here, so he's got a BKB up though, so no more disables coming towards him. But he's level 19, 2 Wex, almost maxed out on Quas, so we'll see him casting a lot of really good spells.
Yeah, Quas. I like maxing out Quas for some reasons, but then again, maxing out Vex is also really strong. And what is Aizen doing here in mid lane? He doesn't have any backup.
Wow, a lot of cast there. Venture Spirit getting the last hit. That's some good gold for him.
He does have buyback, but that is... I think Radiant team should just relax now, guard and farm. They killed an important hero. But they might just force the buyback and then back. That would be even better.
Yeah, he was a level 19, so that's going to be a lot of EXP going for these guys. Lone Druid is maxed out as well. They're going to be able to clear out the mid lane, and they might just go for the push until they force the buyback here. And
Yeah,
still nothing
but
yet.
He's being very patient with his buyback. He doesn't want to do it for no reason, but the damage is being dealt now, and there goes the buyback. They're gonna run out instantly, I believe. But here is a great backstab by BKB Venomancer. Again?
Yeah, he just picked this up here, but the right click coming out of the Lone Druid is too much as the vacuum catches a lot of respawns, tons of high damage. Illusions trying to pick off Santa here, and they are literally going to right click down Santa. Illusions almost getting the kill as the bear chases. Gem is on the ground. Nice roots, man, is the call for Venomancer as they chase after Kuroki. He's going to go invisible though, eats one fissure, but ends up surviving here. And that was some really good disable on the Veno. Like
solo HP on the Dire team. They can force some damage here, or at least take the tower, but they're gonna play it safe and just back out. They say, you know what, we're pretty happy with this. Might even try for Roshan. They're pinging on it. And Sunstrike going down on Darkseer, just letting them know we see you. They actually don't see them. Oh yeah, they had Amplify.
yeah, they're like, go ahead, just try it. Go try to take Roshan.
Yeah, Leshrac is running there with 600 HP. He's like, I don't care. I need to be there.
He has a BKB at least, and it looks like, oh man, the Invis is going to get ruined by the Queen of Pain. As the great stun from NS catches so many heroes, they're also grouped up. This is going to be terrible for Absolute Legends. The Black Hole catches 5. This is exactly what Virtus.Pro finally needs. Black Shaitan about to go down with the Malefice as Aizen gets another follow-up stun there, and that is 3 dead. Buyback on Queen of Pain, and even the Darkseer picked off. Perfect grouping there. Finally, Virtus.Pro catches a break.
Perfect grouping, yeah. This is definition of hugging is very good. But this is the most dangerous spot to take fights like this. You can't really fight against Enigma, and as well as a Blink Slardar in that awkward little position. Because if 2 heroes go in, like they did, and try to kill Invoker, then their allies has to follow them up these stairs of death, man. And Blink Daggers on Enigma as well as Slardar, you don't want to go there. It's a really bad position to fight. Of course, it's very hard to make these decisions quickly when you're in-game. It's much harder. So, from a perspective's point of view, it was easy for us to say that they should just have backed out and be happy with the awesome fight they did in mid lane. But this is turning out to be a really interesting game. Virtus.Pro is not having an easy time to finish this, and I mean, the Radiant lineup scales really well into late game. They have Darkseer, they have Earthshaker, even Syllabear is pretty good late game, and some Aura from Vengeful. And Queen of Pain is just always awesome, so...
Yeah, I feel bad for the Queen of Pain. It always sucks being invisible and getting stunned. Or when you're about to initiate, you get chain stunned. That's so unfortunate. If she would have been a little bit farther to the right, perhaps, maybe she would have gotten the Hex on the Leshrac, and maybe the Tornado wouldn't have hit her, and they would have been able to change the initiation. But slightly all grouped up like that, put them in a really bad spot. So it's definitely still not over. Wow, look at the EXP graph shift from that one. That was one team fight pretty much. A couple deaths as they defended mid and then took the next team fight, so big EXP back into their advantage.
If you kill 5 heroes and then Roshan, that's a lot of advantage. And even the cheese was picked up this time by Leshrac, who has BKB and plate mail. Along with cheese, that's that's hard to kill this support Leshrac, I want to point out. And Venomancer now with his BKB as well. I'm so... First time I saw it recently was Bonsaya in Keita Gaming, buying it against M5. We were casting those games together, and now we see it again. It makes a lot of sense though. If they have mass PKB, Earthshaker and Venge are not gonna do much, and they can even run through the wall of Darkseer without taking any damage. Or
and no vacuum either, the important part.
Exactly.
So.
They nullify a lot of the Radiant lineup, and Enigma is also making a BKB.
Yeah, they
so
have
we're gonna have BKB on everyone.
Yeah, he's very close.
That's hard to fight against. 5-man BKB. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's gonna be a weird team fight.
Yeah, when they pop all of those and go in on you with blink daggers, you can only stand there and watch your allies die. I mean, Earthshaker can throw a fissure and try to block them, and Venge can swap and die as well, but they really don't have a lot of heroes to save them from the BKB. So it's gonna be hard for Radiant, but they can definitely turtle up and win this. It takes some good fight though. He's closing up on Cuirass, I want to point out, on Lone Druid.
Yeah, he's about 1,500 away. Still needs the recipe as well as the Hyperstone. So once he does grab that, his Spirit Breath will reduce his opponent's armor. Also give themselves the 5 armor, which will be nice against that Slardar.
And the attack speed.
Yeah, and the attack speed also very good. So.
Yeah, it's always a nice little addition to it. When you have Vengeful for the attack damage, and then you have the attack speed coming out from... Typically it would be Rexar, but this time, sure, replace him with Cuirass, why not? So this, yeah, they're just bringing some farm to Syllabear. I feel a bit bad for Queen of Pain having to buy back. I don't know how many times this came, 2 or 3. But she had a good farm, like really quickly almost had Guinsoo, but now she's looking at Guinsoo with an Ogre Club and no money for buyback and no BKB. So she's under farm now, and despite playing awesome, I feel she might have had too much pressure to always be there. That's something that happens when you play stand-in. You don't want to let your team down, so you kind of sacrifice your farm to just be good in the fights. But in the late game scenario, you're gonna be a bit weaker. And the pressure is going to be applied to bottom lane. Do they have 5-man BKB? They do.
Ugh. And these are all fresh too. Venos is at 9, Leshrac is at 9, we have a 10-second, and Invoker's at 9, and the only person that has a low BKB is probably
They
Azen.
can just hit the racks and walk out.
Yeah.
Quite likely.
And they have an AC as well, so that's going to do some bonus damage. They have Glyph. Glyph is ready to go for Absolute Legends, so here comes the defense.
And Aegis, yeah.
And Cheese.
They want to kill the racks and get out. That's their objective here. And Fisher going out very early, just... They might have wanted to save this. And look at those, even the Forge Spirits just bringing down the damage on the tower. Or the racks.
Stun goes down to the Bears. The Bears getting picked off. It is resummoned. All the buffs are still on it. That has got to be frustrating.
Yeah, then you have to feed it to your enemy and then resummon it. But look at this Rax, it's going down.
Forge Spirit plus 80 damage.
It looks like nothing is happening, but this Rax is going down. And there's nothing the Radiant can do right now.
As long as Virtus.Pro stays split out, Earthshaker won't have a place to initiate, and they can just slowly pick away as they do go in. There's the vacuum as well, but Azen pops his BKB going on Godot, and Godot taking a wand. Follow-up stun on him, and the BKBs fly through the black hole. Gonna catch Snoopy here in the mix, but I think he's the only one as we see the Queen of Pain ulti, but they are all magic immune there. Didn't do any damage at all, and the melee barracks falls down. Ranged barracks as well from Virtus.Pro.
They want to catch them now after the fight. They want to do some damage here. Catch a hero. Catch several. Leshrac is being sucked in. This could bait a big team fight. They still have Echo Slam, I want to point out. So they want to fight this, even though they don't have Venge. But it's going to be too hard. Sad for them.
Yeah, Virtus.Pro isn't
Not
going to...
much to do. That was a very well executed push, and you can just see how calm and relaxed this push is from Virtus.Pro. They know that the Rax is going down, they have no stress, so they just stand in perfect position, and they can do that. Like, something newcomers don't really realize about Dota 2 is like, you can't always have perfect position. Sometimes you do get caught by black holes and stuff like that because you have to be somewhere. You have to go in. You have to help an ally. In this case, they didn't have to do anything. They could just sit back and let the summons do the push.
Yep.
And Slardar just kept inside the range for the Assault Cuirass to deal its minus armor on the Rax. It was kind of cute. He has an Aegis, so he can stand pretty far out.
Yeah, it worked out really nice for them, that's for sure. Just threw out the Forged Spirits, put the Alacrity on the one Forged Spirit to do the range damage. You can resummon those if they die. Just very, very slow, casual pushing. And they're so tanky. The Forged Spirits, I believe, have about 800 HP or something like that.
It's
max.
insane.
Tanky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
900.
have decent armor as well. Armor is 8. They're hard to kill. And 900 range, I mean, yeah, annoying stuff.
Yeah, it's a very effective skill for sure. So, we're going to see Virtus.Pro probably continue their push since they still have the Aegis as well as the Cheese up. I think they'll be okay to do that. We have Santa actually farming just a little bit, but I really feel like they have all of their core items up. They don't really need a whole lot else here. Maybe, I mean, it'd be cool for... Leshrac actually might be going for a Shiva's Guard this game. Kind of interesting.
Yeah, he could definitely do that. I would probably just stack up HP on him because I feel he needs it. He can easily be bursted before he gets his BKB off, and that's his only weakness right now. But if he feels secure that he can always get his cheese off before he dies, and he does have good counter initiates in his team, so he might just go for Shivas, be a bit stronger, be a bit cooler, so to say. And yeah, I'm kind of annoyed by this Queen of Pain's Mantle of Intelligence in Stash.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like,
I just want to sell it. Like, I could get 75 gold for this one. Just saying. On the black market, perhaps even 80. So.
Yeah, you never know. You could get lucky. Maybe you'll find some tourists and dupe them into paying like full price for it.
It's free
This is a brand new Mantle of Intelligence. You should buy this for 150.
It's made of smooth blue silk.
Yes.
Oh, new stuff.
Exactly.
Some of the blue stuff.
And Virtus.Pro is pressuring forward on the mid lane. Now going to take out a couple catapults. They are already.
Everyone except Enigma. I just want to highlight this.
Enigma.
They have KP and almost everyone has buyback in the deity. Meanwhile, oh, Blink.
That was an illusion dying, I think. It sounded similar though.
Wow, Invoker just buying instant necro free. He was pretty rich, so.
Wow.
He's
Good
run
choice.
to join mid lane, and yeah, necro free is gonna add even more summons. So in the long run, the Radiant team is the ones who have to initiate. And looking at the matchup of heroes and the farm, it's gonna be really hard for him to do so. It almost takes. They can't really defend base. They would need to take the fight outside base, but at this point, it's too late for that. So they have to play awesomely to win this fight. Pressure is on them.
And Virtus.Pro's being a lot more careful than they were in the past, for sure. Necro 3 is up on the Invoker, like you said, so lots of HP, mana pool as well. And they're still trying to hold the Spirit Bear back. He does have his abilities up. We'll see a Fissure as well as a Scream of Pain, but the Necro 3s as well as the Forest Spirits doing a ton of damage from the low ground here. Even the Bear going to take out, I love that, takes out the Necro 3. Didn't get the last hit, but that's okay. And once again, amp damage, and the tower is going down to about 150. The range on this is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Takes off the tower.
Yeah, it's gonna go down slowly and steadily, and with the Amplify, they do have really good vision uphill. And
ooh, BKB on Azen a little bit early. He's looking for a blink, but nothing quite yet, and he's just gonna punch a Moonwell. Blinks out, so slight mistake there by Azen. And now they're gonna be...
He wasn't patient enough. Patience is important. He doesn't have Aegis anymore. This is a big thing.
Ooh.
Roshan respawned, so they might want to back out. He pinks on himself. He's like, yo, I'm missing an item. And he says, you know what, I want to kill Roshan again. I miss my Aegis. And they're gonna have 2 cheese if they get this. So, 10 minutes went and they never had to use their cheese on Leshrac. And this time it could be a cheese for Venomancer.
Man, supports. Well, we'll just give it to Venomancer. We already have one.
Yeah, like, you want cheese? I already have mine, so... yeah, this is bad. And actually it's gonna be Invoker taking one of the items. Dropping his TP scroll.
Yeah, for good reason.
It's almost impossible to say who to focus now. Something you have to do before every fight in a pro game is say, like, who is important to kill. You need to have a direction that you're fighting against. Like, this guy is important. In the Dire team, it's hard to say. And mid, they're kind of spread out now, having Invoker, Enigma on top lane, and Slarter in jungle. But some nice wards gonna reveal this 5-man mid.
Yeah, it was a decent push going on top, so Enigma didn't need to slow that one down. He's got a Perseverance up, so I guess you don't think he's gonna refresh her, is he?
I don't know, man. It could be anything.
Battle Fury.
This is probably gonna be a refresher, I would say.
Ooh, Absolute Legends is going to be looking to go in. Bleak is going to TP in, catches 2. There's the first on the vacuum, actually messing things up just a little bit as we see the ulti going on top of the BKBs. Enigma drops immediately as Aizen running through his BKB is already out. Actually, his high takes some good damage. The cold snap picks off the last hit as the Bears in the mix almost kills Kuroki, but he pops the Cheese and Black Shaitan gets dropped there. Cheese making a huge difference, and Godot even going to sacrifice himself. So pretty good initiation from Absolute Legends. Another vacuum goes down, but I think that's going to be it for Snoopy. He's trying to juke here, puts down the Iron Shell, pops the Ghost up. He's actually out of mana, can't even surge himself, and he gets chain stunned, and that's 5 for Absolute Legends. That may just be their last team fight here.
Yeah, GG call is gonna come soon, but it's really hard to take a team fight like this when you are 25,000 XP in disadvantage and 20,000 gold advantage. It's just insane. If you win a fight like this, it's that would be in any top 10 movie. So yeah, we're gonna go and instantly Darkseer's being focused down, and that's gonna be pretty sad for Snoopy, the captain of AL.
Yeah, the Rax set is going to drop down on the mid lane, and there it is. Good game is finally called. The 2 Raxes happened, so Virtus.Pro takes the win. I thought Absolute Legends was going to come back for that one, but as soon as they lost that one-sided team fight by Bot Roshan, it just completely changed momentum. They were coming back, they were almost at even, and then they lost that plus Aegis, and Virtus.Pro was able to absolutely steamroll and play perfectly from there on out. So very well played by both teams, but Virtus.Pro is able to take the advantage back in their favor.
Yeah, they almost had a chance at coming back, but after the last fight, at the big 5-man black hole nearby Roshan, they kind of doomed themselves with that. Great play by Virtus.Pro and Absolute Legends as well. I'm impressed by this Queen of Pain standing in. It's always hard under pressure, so with stand-in, I would say they did a really good game. And the stats on this game really doesn't reflect how even it was. It was not a 22-41 stomp. It was even, I would say.
Yeah, I would definitely agree, especially before that team fight happened. It was so close to being even.
At least any team could have won this game. It wasn't that easy to say who would win. So yeah.
All right, well that's it, guys. Absolute Legends versus Virtus.Pro. Thanks for tuning in. My name's Purge, and I'm here with Wagamama. Wagamama, any shoutouts?
As always, to the viewers, thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for having such an active chat. It's always fun to tune in and see what you guys are talking about. And yes, cheese is that rare in Dota universe. It is. So it's worth 500 gold. Just telling you.
The only person who knows how to make cheese is Roshan. I'm
Yeah.
sure he's a really artisan cheese crafter.
He has monopoly on this market. So
Yes. So
anyway, I'm gonna go play. We have a game starting in 15 minutes,
Okay.
so I'm gonna go talk with my team.
sounds great.
And see you guys.
Thanks
Goodbye.
for coming. Alright guys, we'll be back in just a second. We might have some more casts. I'm going to have to check the Star Series schedule. Either way, stay tuned, and we'll be back in just a little bit with some more Dota. Thanks for tuning in once again. Goodbye.